guys, it's Reitanna Seishin. I am exhausted. Okay, so my first anime ALA is cool because it was kind of like AX except smaller, and it actually kind of felt more intimate. The dealer's hall was a little bit of a disappointment because there wasn't that much, but again, it is a smaller con, so that makes sense. The artist alley was really good though. We got a lot of good artists that went in there, and I'm hoping to do that sometime. That'd be really cool. I'd have to really make stuff to sell. It was cool because I got to hang out with my friend Gabby, who I met at Anime Expo, and we became like this. And Lily, who I also met at Anime Expo, and her boyfriend James. Please tell me you get it, Lily and James. Yeah, and I met a few new people too, and that was really awesome. So got to hang out with them a lot. We went to the Starlight Ball, which had clothing requirements, and they said it can't be sleeveless, it can't be strapless, and it has to be at least below the knee. And it really pissed me off because I had to find a dress that met those requirements, and you have no idea how many dresses I saw that didn't fulfill those requirements that they let in. And I was like, I could have worn such a cute dress if I knew that they were going to be lenient. I'm wearing a hat because, again, my hair spent all day in a wig. You can actually tell how wavy this part is. Yeah, my hair is black and white, not blonde, white. It's the first time I've ever done something like that. One of my New Year's resolutions is to grow out my natural hair color and start over. We went to some panels. Went to a Vocaloid panel, had a Vocaloid gathering that Gabby hosted. It was really fun. It was her first gathering, and it was really successful. Saw awesome cosplays, of course, and just ran around scoping out cosplays, and my Gumi got a lot of attention. Gabby and I got interviewed as Gumi and Mako, so as soon as I track down where that video is, then I'll put a link to it or mention it in another video or something. Some things that I got, again, the dealer's hall was a little bit of a disappointment, but every time I go to a convention I have to leave with at least one plushie. So this time, and I was happy to find this, it's Growl. I love Growl. I want to cosplay him at some point, but his cosplay would be really expensive. Another thing I got, this is for Senpai, a Kagami keychain from Lucky Star, and Kagami's her favorite. I couldn't find Konata, so I was out of luck. There was Tsukasa and Kagami. And then I also got her a little strawberry ring. And from the same artist that I got the strawberry ring, I got myself a strawberry ring, a red one. So, and then I got something that if I really learn how to do it, I could probably make it. But of course, this, it was so well done, and it's just so absolutely cute. A cupcake scarf. She also had a pizza scarf and a sushi scarf, but I was like, gotta go with the cupcakes. So, cupcake scarf, super kawaii desu. And I also got some buttons. I don't know, we got some buttons. We got Zombieland, rule number 2, double tap. Had to have it. That's my favorite rule. We got Marceline the Vampire Queen singing and playing her guitar. Got I'm in Lesbians with You, Scott Pilgrim. And but then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Last Airbender, of course. Did I get anything that's on the sides? No, I didn't. And then, of course, the ribbon. So apparently one of the things at ALA is ribbon collecting. They try to get as many ribbons as possible. I just wanted to get the ones that were pretty and had to do with stuff I like. So I got a Portal ribbon for singing a verse of Still Alive. It was easy. I signed a Yahweh flag. I got this ribbon for answering a game question, but it was the easiest game question. I was actually really disappointed. You got to pick the game which question they asked. Mine was Portal, and he asked, what is the computer thing in the game? I said, GLaDOS. I was so disappointed. And then Friend of Miku is because we were dressed up as Vocaloids. Got a Death Clock 1 for answering a question about one of the episodes of Metalocalypse. And all glory to the Hypnotoad for answering a question about Futurama. So, and a star from a Rainbow Dash, but even though I don't like My Little Pony, I will have to say that, hang on. I will have to say that the cosplayers do go all out, and their costumes end up looking really fantastic, especially the Rainbow Dashes. They're really nice. Homestuck. Oh my god, Homestuck completely invades the cons. I hate Homestuck, but I do have to admit, again, cosplayers go all out and they're really amazing. And one thing I heard, Homestuck fans are getting death threats from people who hate Homestuck. I'm like, I don't care how much you hate something. I hate it. But you don't go and threaten to kill people or tell them to kill themselves just because you hate something. It's like, who cares? So they don't like something you like, or you don't like something they like. Fuck you. Whatever. And last but not least, I got stranded in LA. Briefly. Well, not briefly. Okay, so here's the story. My ex-friend now, Jeff, who took me to AX, he took me to ALA, but I was staying in Gabby's room. So, you know, he drove me up, and he was super excited about the con and stuff, and blah, 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 and, you know, and he was, of course, supposed to take me home, you know, but then today, he came up to me and he's like, we're ready to go, and I'm like, well, I have to go get my bags from the check-in, because we had to check out of our hotel earlier than we thought, and they didn't tell us until the last minute. So we had to check our bags into a different room just to have them sit there until we're ready to go. So he's like, we're ready to go, and I'm like, well, can you wait just a moment? He's like, no, because we're gonna go to Little Tokyo and get some food. And I was like, well, if you wait, I can go. And he's like, no, we can't wait, so we'll be back in a couple of hours. So I was like, alright, because I had already said to goodbye to Gabby, Lillian, James, and Chris, who was one of my newer friends. And so I went in and combed Artist Alley one last time, got this and the rings, and had an awesome conversation with a couple of nerds about Slenderman and SCP. That actually knew what SCP was. Is awesome. And then I just sat outside next to the wall, and Gabby, Lillian, James, and Chris found me, and they were like, what's up? And I'm like, Jeff ditched me, and they were pissed. And so he tried calling Gabby, but she was too mad to answer, so she hung up. Then he called me, and so Gabby made Lily answer, because Lily's, you know, really good at handling stuff like that. And apparently Jeff was like, you guys need to find somebody to get Kara a ride home, because, you know, I don't want to be responsible for another human being. And so I was stuck, and if I wasn't on my medication, I would have been bawling. But I was, you know, I was depressed, but fine, you know, it was just, you know, normal human. Oh my god, my friend, once was a friend, just freaking blew me off and ditched me in 4 hours away from my home. So I called my grandma, and I was like, Grandma, I'm stuck in LA. She had a cold, so I had woken her up, and so she was like, okay, I'll come and get you. And then Gabby ended up getting her friend to take me instead, so I hurriedly called my grandma back and said, you don't have to come get me. And she was grateful. So Gabby's friends took me home, and we had awesome conversations on the way home about video games and animes and quoting Dragon Ball Z abridged, and it was just really fun. Got some Subway. Gorged myself with cookies to make me feel better. And I had texted Jeff and was like, I'm never going to convention with you ever again. He's like, well, that's good, because you need to fend for yourself, and I shouldn't have to be responsible for you, and blah, 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 blah. Actually, you know what? Let me actually pull up the text message. Okay. So, I said, I'm never going to a convention with you ever again. And he said, sounds good. You need to rely on yourself, not others. I am sorry you cannot understand your part in all of this. By the way, you didn't even really go to this con with us. And I was like, well, obviously he knew that I was staying with Gabby and that I was hanging out with them. And plus he was going to get shit-faced drunk the entire time anyway, and he did, and I don't like drinking. I don't like that. I don't like, it's just stupid. So I said, if you ever such as contact me again, I'll file a restraining order. Do not text back. Obviously, filing a restraining order is, pretty dramatic, but I pretty much just said that to scare him to not text me back, because he's also bipolar, but he refuses to do anything about it. So if I responded in a childish, dramatic way, then it would kick into his head. So I deleted him as a contact on my phone. And I think it's all for the best, because the first time I really started hanging out with him, I had convinced him to stop smoking. He was on an electronic cigarette, but he started again because he lost his battery. He also told me that he didn't drink that much. And that was a goddamn lie, because at AX he was practically shit-faced the entire time, and every time I saw him at ALA he was shit-faced. And the entire ride up he was just insulting me. There's a difference between joking around with your friends like, oh my god, you're such a retard, or you're so stupid, and then there's insulting where they just keep going. And I told him, I'm like, I don't like that. And he's like, you know me, I'm joking. I'm like, you know me, you know that I don't respond well to that. You can't do that to me. You can't treat me like that. So obviously he didn't listen, and I'm not his friend anymore. I don't fucking care. I don't need that. I don't need that negativity. I'm bipolar enough as it is for myself, and with my medication I feel good, and I don't want to have to feel like shit when I'm feeling good. No one should have to go through that. And freaking James and Gabby wanted to freaking bash his face in. James was like, if I see him, I'm gonna kill him. I wouldn't blame them. I wanted to beat him up too, but I'm weak, and plus Jeff is incredibly violent and would probably literally kill one of us, go to jail. Apparently he's been to jail before, so whatever. So it's best if I don't associate myself with somebody like that. Come on, how bad can you be? But I got home safely. It's late and I'm exhausted and I want to pass out, but I've got stuff to do. And I'm waiting for Michael to get home so I can tell him everything that happened. I have to go to the DMV tomorrow. I have work tomorrow, so I talked to my boss. I was like, I have to go to the DMV because it was the earliest time that they could take me because my ID expired. Yeah, it's tomorrow at 3:50, and he's like, just come in afterwards. So he was chill about that. He understands how the DMV works. Fucking A. Still haven't gotten my insurance or whatnot. Still need to announce waffle winners, the waffle contest winners. Still need to make a bottle cap for one person who I already sent her button. I gave her a note that said, I'm having technical difficulties, but you will get your bottle cap, because I don't know, my bottle cap was messing up, and I'm gonna I don't know, I'm gonna get to that. I'll have to do that tomorrow, but I need to get that to her as soon as possible so she doesn't think I'm soliciting money. So, yeah. Just really tired. Really, really tired. I'm not gonna go to another convention until until AX. I need to figure out at least one cosplay. I think I'm gonna temporarily retire Miku. Temporarily. Gumi, it seems, is my most successful cosplay, so she's definitely going to AX. I didn't get a lot of... Why am I holding this? I didn't get a lot of response to Bubbles. I mean, especially since it was the last day of the con, and not a lot of people know about Powerpuff Girls Z, but I'm going to take Bubbles to AX and see what kind of response she gets at a bigger con. And then I think I'm going to try to put together a GLaDOS. Maybe. I have to think about it because I have a lot of cosplays on my list. But I kind of want to do Marceline. She might be the easiest. All I got to do is, you know, because I might already have clothing for Marceline. So yeah, God, I look tired. I could see myself on the screen right now, and I see the bags under my eyes. I'm just like, I look terrible. All in all, I did have fun at ALA. So, yep. I'm in the inking process of playing with fire, so look forward to that. Okay. Done. See, I told you my hair looks awful. I forgot to mention that I got a brain slug from Futurama. And it's actually a fucking hair clip. Is the eye on? Yeah. So, but I can't recall exactly what they say. But they make their hosts talk like this. So yeah, brain slug. I saw them and I was like, it was in Artist Alley. I was like, you're amazing. So, I got a brain slug, yay. Okay, goodbye for realsies this time.